hasn't anybody built a GitHub for other disciplines, for other verticals? And everybody was like, well, Laurel kind of built, kind of, not exactly,
Yeah.
but kind of, but it was a way to trade information. So what do you think about online? I mean, now everybody, there's like these micro communities where I look at these sites, it's really there's enough people to like sustain that? I mean, what do you think about that whole...
Micro communities?
No, not micro communities, but about the future of, I mean, online community and bringing it offline. I mean, it sounds like you should bring it offline, which you've kind of gotten back to with the serial.
I don't know very many companies that have lasted as long as we did and continued growing and continued serving the customer and the customer still loves them. When you think about it, how many, right? Have lasted 16 years on the web, but it's because of the offline stuff. So, yeah. I don't know if that answers your question.
Kind of. But when did you decide to be an angel investor? Did you?
When did I
going around
start?
the world?
So I went around the world.
Get back on the startup track.
Went around the world, and of course, the minute you sell, everyone's on you. They're like, okay, what are you doing next? And you're like, didn't I do enough already? I worked my ass off for years and years and years. I built up this wonderful company and these wonderful relationships with the customer. Isn't that enough? Can I die now? And no, they won't let you die. So that's when we went around the world and unplugged, came back, bought this gorgeous apartment and renovated it, and then I went back to MediaBistro for a year. I left there last June. And the first thing, again, everyone's asking me is, what are you going to do next? I have no idea. So I started doing what I do best, right? What do? I'm a connector. I cannot help myself from connecting. I mean, it's really internal. So I started connecting with startups and startup founders and started meeting with them. I had a series of breakfasts. I called it like the CEO breakfast. And then I met up with some other people who were doing a breakfast of the same group. So I started joining up with them. And so now here I'm at this breakfast, meeting other entrepreneurs, meeting startup founders. I'm getting excited, I'm getting juiced, right? And they start asking me for help. Laurel, you know, obviously there's the money thing, but also they wanted help. You know, how do you go about building